Hey guys, so today's video we're going to be talking about color trends. So this is going to be color trends with fashion, but also color trends with makeup and beauty. When we talk about this, we're talking about all the trends that are going to be in for the fall winter of 2023 and going into 2024 as well. These are the colors that Pantone has picked for the colors of the year, for the colors that are going to be in for the season. So basically when you go to the mall, these are going to be the colors that you're going to be seeing all clothing in, and there's going to be some variations on it, some stuff that I do know already that kind of the colors have died down a little bit or brightened up. So I'll kind of like get into that while I'm talking to you guys. But also as you start to see new makeup releases coming out now for the fall and also going into the winter, these are going to be colors that you're going to be primarily seeing in lipsticks and eyeshadows and obviously clothes. Clothes is going to be a big one. You're going to be seeing these colors everywhere. So I have it here on my phone. We're gonna go over all the Pantone colors. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Some of this stuff I've already been seeing. Like I have been seeing this like crazy. So the first color is called Tender Peach. So Tender Peach is kind of like a light peachy tone. This is a neutral. It's a very beautiful neutral. And I actually really like this color. I can see us seeing this in a lipstick. I can also see this in blouses and dresses. I feel like it's more like a nude with a little bit of a peach hint to it. This is a very pretty, pastel-y, very light. I think this color was predominantly done because there's gonna be a lot of suiting that's gonna be in. If you've seen my video all about what's gonna be in for fall of 2023, you'll know that tailored suiting is gonna be very in. And I could see this as undershirts, as silky blouses. I could also see this as a dress, like so many different ways that I could see this tender peach color coming through a lot. So yeah, this is a very pretty one. I will also say that there is going to be a little bit more emphasis on pastel-y colors. Even though a lot of the color trends do show us these brighter tones, I would also say you will see muted down versions of most of these colors as well, because that's what I've kind of been noticing as well. So the next one is Rose Violet. So this is kind of not really like a real magenta, but it has like a little bit of a magenta-y look to it. It goes more into like the purpley violet like looking colors. This is also really nice. I could see this in a lipstick. This is a really cool lipstick. Also eyeshadows. Sometimes you could see those really cool purpley looking eyeshadows. Pat McGrath includes this color in every single one of her palettes, but I can see this also in beautiful blouses. I can imagine a beautiful long dress just in this color that could be like stunning. But yeah, this is going to be a huge color for fashion. I could probably even see suiting in this. Suits are going to be really in, like I said before. This is a perfect color for that. The next one is called High Visibility. Now this is a bright yellow, okay? So bright yellow is gonna be in, but I also wanna point out that the pastel version of yellow is also going to be very in. It's kind of like a mellow yellow. So I would say even though this like really strong yellow is the color that was picked, I do believe that what you're going to see is the more muted yellow in a lot of different variations, because it goes really well with navy, which is also going to be a color we're going to talk about. But I do think that this high intensity yellow, you are going to be seeing it maybe more in like lining of dresses. Maybe you'll see it as little accent pieces. Bows are going to be very in. I could see bows being done out of this yellow color. I think that this could be a really cool color. I don't feel like I'm gonna see like a whole blouse just of yellow. I mean, you could, I just don't know if I'd wear it. And also like a big yellow dress, I'd be like, you know, like, I don't know, I probably would be a little bit hesitant on wearing that much yellow, especially in this bright yellow. But a muted down version of this, oh yes. I actually have a muted down silk suit that is yellow, that's like a pastel. Oh my God, that suit is to die for. And yeah, I talked about it in my last video and I just cannot wait to wear that. That is gonna be stunning. The next one is called Corabi or something like that. So it is kind of like a pastel. This one is also like a green color, but like kind of like a, I guess you would say like a pastel-y green. This one, I honestly don't even know why this was part of the color trends. I haven't seen many items coming out in this. Like I have seen a lot of clothes. I don't think I've seen this type of green really. Now I could see this in lining. I could also see it in handbags, maybe more in accessories. I would say stay away from this for your eyes or maybe even lipstick. Like I don't think makeup was really gonna go in this direction, but I do think that maybe accessories could go in this direction and that would be really pretty. Maybe pants. maybe. The next one is called Parisian Jewel. Now this is really pretty. So this one is kind of like that really soft powdery blue. This one I can see coming out a lot. Like I could see this in suiting, I could see this in dresses, I could see this in makeup, especially eyeshadow. We know that NATASHA Denona has announced her mini trio chrome, which is basically a whole blue palette, and it looks kind of similar to this. So I would say that this is going to be something you will be seeing more of. I also think that the darker, more subdued versions of navy and stuff is gonna be also very predominant this season. I feel like very easy to wear clothes is gonna be in for the fall. It's gonna be a little bit, it's not gonna be so like dramatic this year. That's what I feel. So the next one is called Carnival Glass. Now this is like a seafoam. This is a pretty bright color to be coming out in the fall, to be honest. And I do think that I could see this in dresses, but I feel like if I bought a dress this color, I'd probably wait to wear it till the spring, right? So I feel like this one is gonna be an iffy. Maybe you'll see it more in accessories for the fall or in like little designed outlines and maybe like a darker formed top that might have like little flowers drawn out in like this color. That I can see. I don't see it too much being like a real predominant color for the fall. Even if I think the bigger box stores would be carrying it, I do think that they might stay away from bringing too much of it in because most people don't like to wear these type of brighter colors in the fall. It's just like we just don't, right? Like we kind of like stay away from them. So this one I'm not sure how big it's gonna be. Viva Magenta, now this I can see. So yes, it is gonna be a magenta, but I think there's so many different forms of magenta and dark florals are gonna be very in. I could see dark florals being in this color. I could see this in lipstick. I can see this in beautiful dresses and tops. Has a little bit of a magenta-y look, but it's not as bright. Like, I don't know, I feel like this I can wear in the fall, even though it does scream a little bit more summer to me, but I still think I can wear it, especially because there is a color called red orange that's in. And I love the way that orange and magenta look together, and they could look a little fallish depending on how magenta your top is. You know, if it goes more into like the burgundy-ish magentas with an orange, could look gorgeous, especially for the fall time. I do like it. It kind of reminds me of the changing of the leaves, you know, like different colors everywhere, and they're all like within that color. I do like red orange, and I also think that it could look really good with like taupe pants tied with a brown belt and some really pretty boots. Like you can make an orange top look very fall. So that's actually pretty. Red Dahlia is another color that's going to be in. Now this is a little bit of a darker red, but bright red is everywhere. So even though the color of the Pantone was this like red dahlia color, bright red is going to be a thing. You're gonna be seeing bright red lips, bright red dresses, bright red clothes. So even though it's not like a color that they specifically outlined in Pantone, and it was more of like a red dahlia, like darker red, I feel like the designers jumped on red and they were like, no, we're making red a thing. I think that the fall is gonna be all about the red, and I'm really excited for that. And going with the red, check out my red lips. This is a Lawless lipstick and lip liner. I'm gonna link it down below. It is stunning. I mean, like, it's the perfect red for like Christmas. Like, it's my Christmas red. And the last one for like the more bright colors is going to be Burnt Sienna, which is also a really, really beautiful color. And honestly, mixed with the magentas and the oranges, this could do for a really cool fall inspired, maybe like look, you know, like it reminds me of like the changing of the leaves. I could see it in lipsticks. Well, Burnt Sienna is my favorite color from Charlotte Tilbury. So like my lipstick color, that's my favorite one to wear. But I think Burnt Sienna just reminds me of like pumpkin spice. I don't know. It feels right, you know? Then of course there's going to be neutrals that are in. So neutrals are meant to be worn with, you know, like the more bright colors or like the cool colors that are out. Eclipse is going to be big. So Eclipse is like a navy, and I feel like you're going to see a lot of navy. So navy suiting is going to be really in, and a lot of navy and black put together, which is usually like a fashion faux pas, like they say black with navy. No. But black with navy is going to be super, super in. Navy suits, navy shorts, navy pants. Just get ready to see navy dresses. I think it's kind of like a really pretty, elegant way to wear a suit. So that's really cool. That actually is nice. And I do think that it matches pretty well with some of the other colors that are in. Coconut Milk is another one that's just kind of like a white, but more of an off-white. Perfect color to mix with a lot of the other colors that are in for the fall. So that's just like a generic. Silver Birch is another color. So it's just silver and has a little bit, it looks like, yeah, like a little silvery blue. I would say silver is going to be a huge hit though, just silver in general. So like you're just going to be seeing silver jewelry. You're going to be seeing a lot of silver accents. Get ready to see silver. I've seen silver pants. So silver is going to be a thing. Silver is going to be a thing. And I think the designers really jumped on silver. So silver eyeshadows, you're probably going to see a lot of sparkles everywhere. Definitely not silver lipstick, but you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of sparkles. So just get ready to be seeing silver. Okay, Hot Fudge. So this is a deep, rich brown that makes so much sense that we needed a brown in here. I mean, if you look at the colors that are in between the burgundies and the reds, and you know, this needs brown. So for a dark brown like this to be in, it's like perfection. So, oh my God, that's gonna look so cool. Like, I honestly think it's gonna look amazing with a lot of the colors. Like, okay, and also brown, I love brown. So like brown for the lids, you know, NATASHA DENONA is releasing her baby bronze. It doesn't have like a deep, rich brown in it, but it's going within these brown shades. I think this is gorgeous. I love a hot fudge color, so I'm totally on board. And the last one is called Dough. And now Dough looks kind of like a light khaki, but like more of like the very traditional khakis that you might see in nice leggings, equestrian wear. I think it's a really, really beautiful color. I also think it could look amazing with the other colors that are in. Actually, the navies with the really light khaki dove color, that could look beautiful. Looking at the color trends, I do think that they added some pops and they're still trying to like throw color in there for the fall, even though I do feel like people resist it sometimes. They're like, I don't want to wear color. But the colors they included this year, even though there's some blues in there and they're trying to throw us into the blue direction, there is a lot more of like the reds with the orange and the magentas, and they're kind of like doing more of like traditionally fall, and then they're throwing into the neutrals and being like, black isn't going to be our neutral this year, it's going to be navy and it's going to be like hot fudge. So I do think that there's a cool like vibe going into the fall, and there's going to be a cool vibe probably in makeup as well. But I'm not really huge on the blues that are thrown in here. I liked last year with the greens, you know, like the blues, I'm like, I don't love blue. But I do think it could be a very interesting fall color scheme. But like I said, I do know that there's going to be some variations on this. Definitely the red. The red I'm already seeing. The lighter yellows I'm already seeing. And I think it's going to be an easier fashion year. Like, I think there's going to be a lot more traditional colors that are just going to be a lot easier to wear from season to season this year. So just get ready for that. But anyways, I want to know from you guys, from the colors that are going to be in, I'll throw them up on the screen right now. Are you excited? Do you think any of these colors will be your like new favorite color? I want to know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the trend finders for fall. And if I didn't mention before, Viva Magenta was the color of the year. So the magenta color 2023 was all about it. I don't know if I saw it that much this year, to be honest. I don't know about you guys, but did you guys see magenta everything like everywhere? I didn't see it that much, but it was the color of the year. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.